Okay, we're going to look at the 2012 cash budget. This is just an extension video onto the previous cash budget question that we did. So everything in this cash budget is exactly the same. If you read paragraph number 1, 2, 3, and 4, predominantly everything, well, number 1, 2, and 3 is exactly the same. Number 4, there's just a subtle difference down in the bottom in the capital costs in paragraph 4, capital costs, which I want to explain to you. So therefore, all the way down as far as the loan repayment really is going to be exactly the same. But then we're just going to read the difference where it says capital costs down here. Paragraph 4 I'm reading, 2012 cash budget question. It says equipment costing 54,000 and with an estimated useful life of 5 years and no residual value will be purchased in July. Well, here's the equipment, here's the purchase. Earlier, I would have taken out that depreciation out of the fixed overheads. It would have been €900 per month. I showed you in the last video how to do that. It said this will be partly financed by a loan of 48,000. And of course, down here, I'm going to show you the loan. There's our loan down there. Now, here's the difference. The capital sum is to be repaid in 24 equal installments commencing on the first day of August this year. So therefore, unlike the other questions, they are going to repay from the 1st of August, which is this month here. They're going to repay the capital sum. Now, how do we get that 24,000? That is the loan, 48,000, divided by 24 equal installments. And that 24 equal installments will, of course, give you €2,000 per month. You go to your capital installments bit, loan repayment, and from the 1st of August, you put 2,000, 2,000, and 2,000 each month. So far, for the 5 months that we've been repaying, we have €10,000 repaid off our outstanding loan amount. Now, there's one further repercussion to that. By the way, that is not an expense. If you go down to your expenses, that is a capital repayment. So that would come off the loan figure in the balance sheet. You see, it does not affect the expenses down here. It will be coming off the overall balance of the loan in the balance sheet. However, I'm just going to bring you back up here. There is an effect with the interest. And can I show you this? Let's read the question. The interest for each month is to be paid on the last day of each month based on the amount of the loan outstanding on that date. Now, of course, if the loan is going down in value because we're repaying, then the interest will also go down in value. So let's check out how to calculate this 240. This is 48,000. 48,000 multiplied by the rate of interest, which is 6%, multiplied by 1/12 to get 1 month. And when you work that out, you're going to get that €240. Now, however, the next month, how do I get this 230? Well, that is 46,000, because that is how much is left having paid off to in August by 6%, and then you express that by a month by 1/12, because it's, even though the percentage is per annum, we're looking for the monthly amount. And then we're going to look at how do we get the 220,000? Well, that is going to be 44,000. 44,000 by 6% by 1 month. and that will give you your 220. And here, at this stage, you're beginning to see a pattern that every time we pay off €2,000 off our loan, our interest actually drops by €10. And so therefore the interest is a movable figure in this one. But when you go down to do your part B of the question, everything else is exactly the same there. When you go down to part B of the question, this 1290, which is your total interest for the 5 months interest, or the 6 months interest, sorry, is still the 12 months, 6 months interest down here of 1290 as well. The rest of the question is identical to this, to the previous one. That's just one small difference in the 2012 cash budget. Thank you.